Andrea back again with another video. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Be a part of our family. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so every time I post something, you won't miss it. So as you can tell by the title, guys, in today's video, I will be talking about the essentials that you will need for your college dorm room that I feel like not everybody actually thinks about when you are packing. Honestly, these are things that you need to make sure you take with you on day one. If not, go pick it up as soon as you arrive on your university. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the video. Oh, and one thing before I actually do get started, guys, for those of you who don't know, I do go to the Prairie View A&M University. I'm going into my senior year, so a lot of this stuff, like the college dorm room stuff, was from like 3 years ago. I honestly remember moving into my college freshman dorm room like it was yesterday. So yeah, just to let y'all know, this is my school. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly run through the list, and if I can try to insert some type of picture or some type of video or whatever, you know, just so you guys can have a full understanding of what the actual item is, so I can help you out, you know, as much as possible. And again, if you have any questions about any of these things that I mentioned, like why would you need it, please be sure to leave it down below in the comments and I will definitely get back to you. Okay, so I also want to say, like, the order that I'm saying this stuff is not like in the order of its relevance. I'm really just going, you know, randomly. So just starting with the first thing, guys, you will need something to carry in your groceries, especially if like you take a shuttle, you know, to get your groceries, because a lot of times there are some universities I know that they don't allow freshmen to have their cars on campus. And even if you do have your car, a lot of times your car is not necessarily always parked by your dorm building. So definitely you want to have something that's going to help you bring in your groceries, you know, from your car to your dorm room. And when you have like those big packed cases of waters, it is so much to bring in like a case of water, walk it all the way to your dorm room, walk all the way back, get all these groceries. So yes, definitely get something to help you bring in your groceries from your car to your dorm room. Okay, the next thing that I want to say you guys should definitely bring is a side table lamp. And I say this because a lot of times, you know, 9 times out of 10, you guys will be sharing your dorm, you know, space area with a roommate, with other roommates. So honestly, it's so much more considerate of your roommate, or it's just really smart for you to have to, you know, bring a lamp and have your lamp on. Let's just say you want to stay up late and study and your roommate, you know, wants to go to sleep. It's not really considerate of you to leave your lamp on, to leave your actual light overhead on when you can just have a lamp on, so that way, you know, your roommate can sleep and you can stay up and study. The next thing you will need is an extension cord. So I say you need an extension cord because 9 times out of 10, you're probably only gonna have like maybe 2 outlet plugs or outlet little things, outlet sockets, y'all know what I'm talking about. You're not gonna have that many, and you honestly, like, you will have a lot of stuff to plug in. So think of, if you bring that side table lamp, you're gonna need your charger, if you have a speaker that you need to plug in, your TV. There are so many things that actually need a plug that the outlets that you have in your dorm room space will not be enough. So be sure to go ahead and bring an extension cord. The next thing we'll need is a small side table. I honestly can't remember. I think at my school, I don't know if I got like a side table or not, like that came with the room already, but I know that I did go to Walmart and purchase my own plastic side table type thing that had drawers in it, because honestly you will need a lot of extra storage space, because the storage stuff, the amount that comes with the room will not be enough. You're gonna, you know, find a lot of, you know, small things that you just don't know where you want to place it, you know, stuff that you actually pack, you don't know, you know, where you're going to actually store it. So just having something, you know, even if it's like a storage container, just something that has drawer spaces, either that you can put up in your closet, you know, stick it next to your bed, just stick it anywhere in your room, so that way you have extra storage space. The next one I feel is super essential. Well, for me, it was super essential. So my freshman year, we weren't allowed to have, well, actually, any time that I stayed on campus, we were not allowed to have candles in the actual rooms. So Febreze, air fresheners, we couldn't have incense either, like little things you light and stick in the wall. We couldn't have that either. So just things to make your room smell good, because again, you're living with other people. So you make sure your room smells good. So, you know, like I said, air fresheners, Febreze bottles, anything that you can, you know, spray in your room or have in your room to make it, you know, have a delightful smell. Okay, the next thing is going to be cleaning supplies. And I will say this is something that you definitely want to communicate with your roommate, you know, kind of figure out, okay, who's going to bring what. So cleaning supplies, and honestly, you don't need to go all out, just the basics, maybe some bleach, some, Fabulosis, just things to where, like, if you really need to clean up your dorm area space, your bathroom, you have those cleaning supplies there with you. The next thing that is also super, super important, and you don't want to like realize this in the moment, like, dang, I should have brought this, because by that point it will be too late. You want to bring Tupperware, and Tupperware that has bowls. One, for storage. Two, you know, make sure they're microwave safe, so when it's time for you to warm up your food, you don't have to like, what's the word? You don't have to like maybe put it on a paper plate, but also bring paper plates too. But a lot of times, maybe if you're like making soup, you can't put the soup on a paper plate. So of course, make sure you go ahead and bring Tupperware that has lids, again, for the storage space, and you can easily slide it into your small refrigerator. And the next thing, while I'm talking about Tupperware, warming up food, eating all that, you want to bring food. Of course, you want to bring food, but you want to bring a specific kind of food. You want to bring food that you can put into the microwave, you can warm up, whether it's frozen meals, the soup, raviolis, anything that you can think of that you can possibly put in the microwave and enjoy and eat. Because again, like I said in one of my college advice videos, you will not always, like all the time, you're not gonna want to go to the cafe. You will want to stay in your room sometimes. So make sure you have food that you can actually put into the microwave, will give you the nutrients and whatever you need from that food. Just make sure you know you have food that you can eat. Okay, the next thing, at my dorm room, we were not allowed to hammer anything into the wall. So tacks, sticky tape, all that, whatever you're gonna need that's not a nail, that's not gonna actually damage the wall, so you can hang stuff or put stuff up without, again, making that damage to the wall. The next thing kind of ties along as well with the cleaning supplies, but you want to go ahead and bring like a vacuum. It doesn't have to be a super large vacuum because you guys know you're not gonna have that much space in your dorm room. And again, of course, this only applies, of course, if you only have carpet in your dorm room. You want to bring a small vacuum, and then also you want to bring a broom with a small dustpan, so of course you can get that trash, that dirt up off the ground and put it into the trash can. Okay, the next thing that I also feel is so super important, and again, this is one of those things you don't want to realize it in that moment, like, dang, I should have brought this. A laundry hamper, but again, it has to, I honestly feel like it should be a specific type of laundry hamper. It should be one that has wheels on it, because again, my freshman year, our laundry washateria place was very far. I think now, like, if you're going to PV and you're gonna be a freshman, this doesn't apply now because they switched it up a little bit. But when I was a freshman, like, the laundromat was so far from the actual dorms, like people had to walk, they had to take the bus, and you don't want to carry your large load of clothes when you can just get a hamper that has wheels on it, so you can easily walk it down to the laundromat. Okay, the next thing, I feel like maybe this just applies to girls, but I mean, boys, if you want to do this too, you can. To kind of personalize your room, I would suggest bringing some type of maybe throw rug or some type of rug to actually put on top of your floor. Even if you have carpet in your dorm room, I would still say to bring a throw rug. One, to kind of personalize up your room, make it different from your roommates. And two, a lot of times the college floors are so hard, it literally feels like they just laid like a small layer of carpet onto the cement. So just something that kind of, one, when you wake up in the morning, you're not stepping on something so hard, and like I said, again, to personalize your room. Okay, the next thing is also something that I feel like you should communicate with your roommate before you guys actually move in, whether you have one roommate or 3 other roommates. I feel like this is something you guys should talk about, so that way on move-in day, it's already discussed, it's already done. Who's going to bring what for the bathroom? And what I mean by that is saying who's gonna bring the shower curtain, who's gonna bring the toilet cleaner, the decor for the bathroom, and basically just, you know, communicate how you guys are gonna decorate. If you are gonna decorate, are you gonna keep it basic? So, you know, like I said, when it comes time for move-in day, that's one less thing you have to worry about. That's already been communicated, it's already been, you know, solved, and it's already there for you to just put into the bathroom once you get there. Okay, the next thing is going to be a padlock. So basically, you just want to have a lock that has like a key to it. And not saying that people are going to steal from you, but just there are some things in life that mean a lot to you that you just want to have laid out in the open. You just never know. And honestly, like I told you guys before, unless you know your roommate and y'all are family or like y'all are really good friends or whatever, you don't necessarily know who your roommate is off the top, you know? So just, and even your roommate's friends who they bring into the room, you don't want to have your valuables just laying out everywhere. So if you have like this storage container where you can put your valuables in, and then, you know, lock it up, make sure you keep the key, don't lose the key, just so that way, you know, you're rather safe than sorry. Okay, and then the last tip, guys, or the last thing that I feel like you guys should bring to your dorm room is a large storage container. I believe I had had bought mine from Walmart. It was like this big pink storage container. It kind of looked like a Chester drawer. It had wheels on it, and it also had a hole for me to put the lock pad into it, so I could actually lock it up. But what I, use that container for, which, I mean, you can use it for whatever, but I use it to store my food, like my, if I had, snacks, chips, candy, whatever, the dried foods, the food cans, all my soups, all my dried foods, I would put into that storage container. So that way my food was just not laying out everywhere, because one, I feel like that's dirty, and two, I just don't want, let's just say if I had a roommate, which this wasn't the case, let's just hypothetically say my roommate, always brought people in and out the room. I don't want someone walking by and snatching up some soup, because one, I was broke my freshman year. So just, again, the valuables, the food, whatever you can put into that storage container. And I'm not saying you have to lock your food up, by no means, but just something so, again, you have that extra storage space. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was somewhat helpful. If it was helpful, be sure to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you guys want any other college, videos, again, I am having a college series on my channel this summer. If you want to see any other videos relating to college, please be sure to leave it down below in the comments, and I will definitely, try to fill that request as soon as I can. Again, please be sure to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, stay up, stay with it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.